Good morning, fellow Euphonium players. This is Corey, here with the first episode of the Minecraft Creative Series. This is a new playlist on our channel, and the first episode is something I built. It's about something I built. It's a minigame. It's a zombie minigame. And you're going to see in a second. So I'm trying something new. I'm trying different playlists on my channel. One playlist is Let's Play, where I talk while I play. Another is where I build on Minecraft, and I don't have any audio besides music in the background. And then this one, where I'm creating the audio, my voice, separate from when I play. So trying different things. So as you can see, this is the mini game, which never reset. So I go ahead and I reset it. But this game is based off of Nazi zombies, I guess, is the closest thing I can think of where I based it off of. Waves of increasingly increasing number of zombies coming after you, and that you have to fend off. And it's at its basic stages. I only made this giant square out of stone, and then I didn't do anything on the ground besides the layout where I knew where the zombies would spawn. And the ceiling is just simple, very simple ceiling. It's just a big box so that the zombies they're not constantly burning. And here is a reset station. That resets the scores on the side. Since Title Albion is Al, since Title Albion is on, his score wasn't reset, which is fine, and it won't make a difference as long as the game doesn't recognize him. As long as he doesn't come on, and he doesn't play, because I know. So it reset my score. I named it Zombie Heads. And that's all part of the scoreboard feature that Minecraft offers using command blocks. This is the workings of the system that I built. As you can see, the redstone torch right there sends a pulse through these repeaters. It takes about 35 seconds to go all the way around, and each little section's a wool block. And I actually get rid of the ceiling later and show you what the wool blocks are for. Right now I'm going to demonstrate what the game looks like so far. It's very earliest stage. I have to give myself weaponry and armor and food. I don't know if I do food, to be honest. And this is something I have to implement in throughout the series of the zombie series anyway. I plan to talk about the stuff I want to add, stuff that seems to be working, what it's like to play 2-player versus 1-player, and maybe more. Now, alright, so right here, that's an easy way to start up a clock. If you have 2 redstone repeaters like that, facing opposite directions, and they can be in any setting as long as they're equal. And I actually have another clock that sets up the pulses on the whole system itself. But that's set through a command block, which is on the screen, right underneath the display. Yeah, right there. Places redstone torch. The middle button resets the scores, teleports you in, and places the torch to start the zombie spawning process. And I realize at this point that the difficulty is on peaceful, and my game mode is also on creative, so the zombie doesn't notice me. The video right here is sped up just so it's not extremely long. I also have zombies. The zombies that are spawning in, they're not regular zombies. I actually use a link. I use a website that I'll put in the description. That it's a summon generator. You can summon any kind of mob or mob spawner to your likings. And these zombies, they're basically all the same. There's not much different about them. The only real difference is that they won't despawn if you're too far away. And they're supposed to, I noticed in this video I didn't do it right, they're supposed to be able to follow you no matter where they spawn. I gave them 100 block distance for following, and I think I had to do 200 or more. You can do up to like maybe 24,000. I read it recently. I don't remember exactly though. So in the beginning here, there you can see wool blocks on the ground, and I take off the ceiling later in the video to show you more in depth. But the zombies start by spawning on the wood block right in the middle, and they spawn there twice throughout one cycle of the game. And as you reach levels, as you reach a certain amount of kills, see how on the side I currently have 26 kills, 27 now. Once you reach a certain number, I have it set up so that a new command block can spawn another zombie into the cycle, making it a little harder. And those, so I have we only have 2 per cycle spawning at 0. Then 3 after 3 kills. Then 4 after 6 kills. 5 after 10 kills. 6 after 18 kills. 7 after 26 kills. And so on and so forth. So, it eventually comes to the point where you're spawning in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. You're spawning 18 zombies every 35 seconds. That's roughly 2 a second. Now, I definitely want to get a system, implement a system of purchasing items, which would be like the swords, your armor, bows and arrows, food, potion effects, anything of that nature that can help you. And I do want to use I want to use a scoreboard system of points separate from the kills, so that every zombie kill you get a certain amount of points. And then I might make it so that you use just points for everything, purchasing everything, or maybe you can trade in zombie flesh for some items, and like experience levels for enchantments on your weapons or armor, and then anything else would be the points you have accumulated. Or I might make it so that you can trade in flesh for points, you can trade in the experience levels for points, and then you gain the points from killing zombies, and then it's just one universal system of just points purchasing things. I think that is what I want to do, but if I should do it another way, leave it in the comments. Comment on what you think should be done. And its purpose of the series is kind of to show a step-by-step process of what I do when I create things in Minecraft, because I do it a lot. I love to create things. And get advice, input. Why not? Another thing I need to add is a door. Some kind of exit. like a give up button. It just teleports you out, changes your game mode. That's another thing I have not done yet. When you hit the button to start, it should probably, within a certain radius, change everybody's game mode and create it, or everybody's game mode to survival and difficulty to creative. So an exit would definitely be nice. I also want to spruce it up. Obviously, it was a quick deal just to make sure it would work. Big giant square. I'll probably keep it in the shape of square, but different kind of ground. Obviously, the wool blocks won't be there, so you know, like you would know where the zombies spawned. But that's just for now. I'll probably keep them there, like underneath, one level under. Have all the zombies spawn up one level and put like a new ground layer on, so that I still had the wool blocks there in case I needed them. And at this point, I'm at 171 kills, about around there. 2 more spawn at 200 kills, and 2 more spawn at 300 kills. And it's quite slow. It's a slow process. I don't remember how long I played for. I know that this whole video without the sped up portion was about 30 minutes long. And now it's about 19 minutes, maybe 18 minutes when I get done editing it. And it takes a long time. I want it to be shorter, I think. It grows pretty slowly, especially if you're playing 2-player. So I might make those kills go down, not quite at 300, but once we get to a certain point, probably at 300, I'm actually going to add a second redstone pulse to the clock, making twice as many zombies spawn within that cycle period. This was interesting to do. I was just trying to rapid fire the arrows. It doesn't work as well. Don't try it. If you're playing 1-player, by this point, you get overrun pretty well. I'm not even at the final stage of 300. But when you do have 2 players, and I'd imagine if you have more than 2 players, it gets easy. It's not tough. It's not difficult at all. But at this point, a zombie spawning every 2 seconds, you get overrun. So I start just running into the zombies. Yeah, so those are all the features so far. And the only other thing that I was thinking of possibly adding was either temporary or permanent things you can buy, such as a hole in the ceiling, so all zombies are burning in a certain spot, or maybe just the whole ceiling goes away. As well as a fence. You can like purchase a temporary fence to put around the inner circle of the zombies, which you will see right now. I'm going to get rid of the ceiling probably soon. Hopefully, maybe not. This is the clock right here. Those command blocks that you can see in the middle, those are they're on a clock. They're constantly checking how many kills you have. And that, if you have a certain amount of kills, it activates a piston, which opens a new redstone path to where a zombie would spawn. Now I'm getting rid of the ceiling here. I just put glowstone in for now. I don't know how I'll do lighting. It'd be nice to have it darker for a good portion of it. So here's the setup. Zombies spawn all in the middle right there. And then they go outwards as you get to increasing levels. So only at 200 and 300 do the outer corners are actually spawning zombies. You can actually see them spawning right now. They're flashing on and off because they spawn and they go away because the difficulty's on peaceful. Right there on the orange. It's hard to see. It can be hard to see. But yeah, so when this pulse reaches the wool block, see how the pistons are in? They're not extended. There's another command block that each one of them goes to. Right there, yellow, it would spawn in the yellow. Right there, it would normally spawn in the blue if I had 300 kills, but I don't. That's how that works. Right there. And as long as you have a kill score of 300, minimum score of 300, that piston will go in. But since I don't, it doesn't. It stays out, and therefore the zombie won't spawn there. Now there's two there, however, in the bottom left-hand screen, and in the upper right, with wood, that will always spawn no matter how many kills you have, even if you have 0, because there's no piston to stop it from doing so. So I hit the button here, and you could hear the pistons go. Now that I have a score of 0, every single piston is out, and every pulse that goes by will not reach the command block that spawns a zombie on that block, except for wood. Pretty interesting, huh? It took a little while to figure out this design. I'm no expert on redstone, but I do know enough to get around something like this, and I think it's amazing. I really enjoy doing this. I need some kind of reset, so I don't have to do it manually like this. There should be... I should be able to figure out an easy way to do it. It won't be too difficult. But as for now, it's the easiest so far. I only did this in a few hours. This is scoreboard, Minecraft scoreboard, for those of you who do not know. That first one checks to see if there's an objective. That one teleports you into the arena. I already talked about these. That starts the game. It sends a pulse, and I'll demonstrate that right now. If you put a redstone block underneath a redstone torch, and you place the redstone torch on, it sends one pulse through. Really short, and it's so much easier than what you had to do before the redstone block was even part of the game. Yeah. Another idea I was thinking of, perhaps making the ground redstone ore, so that every spot you walked over, or that zombies walked over, started glowing. Oh man, that would be cool. So you wouldn't need any lighting in there, necessarily. But yeah, so leave in the comments any suggestions, what you think of it. Should I continue with this? Should I make it really nice, really awesome? You have other people have done this. I haven't really searched. I haven't really had the need to or the want to. But should I continue? What should I do? I'm going to continue, but if you have suggestions, let me know, because it would just be great. And well, I hope you enjoyed the video. Please leave a like and comments and subscribe. Please subscribe. We could use another subscriber. And I'll see you all in the next episode. Have a good one.